Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So thank you all for being here. So we are Apis Door. So we are a technology company who has been running since 2010. We have been guided by our CEO Sachin Murgunde, who is heading our tech efforts, and he's there on the call. And what Apis Door means is that uh, we have been evolving since the days we started from 2010, where we started with mobiles and Symbians, and now our journey is pivoted into AI technologies as well. So, what in AI is, it's such a generic word that we don't get clarity on what exactly we do. So, we had defined or organized our services into four domains. Number one is voice-based technology. Number two is business automations. Number three is marketing specific AI automations. And the fourth is custom LLM solutions and all, which involves based on the business that we are involved in. So starting with voice-based solutions, there are immense applications. I'd love to share my screen and demonstrate a quick preview of what I mean by having a voice-based solutions. So you're able to see my screen, guys?
Coming up.
All right. Please confirm if you're able to hear it. I'll just start playing.
Yeah, I need to return a product I bought.
I'll just
I'm Ava, your AI assistant for today. So tell me, what can I help you with today?
Yeah, I need to return a product I bought. It's not what I expected.
Oh no, I'm really sorry to hear that. I know how disappointing it can be when something doesn't quite match up with your expectations, especially when you were really looking forward to using it. Let me just pull up your recent orders real quick. Okay, are we talking about your most recent purchase, the TrailGuard Pro rear light for night rides?
Yes, that's the one.
Got it. Thank you so much for confirming that. So just to get a clearer picture, was there any damage to the product, or is it more about how it fits or functions for you?
Not damaged, just it's a lot bulkier than it looked online. Doesn't sit well on my saddle rack.
Ah, I totally get it. Those online pics can be pretty misleading, and a bad fit can really mess with things. Would you be open to an exchange? We've actually got a newer model. Same 280 lumen brightness, but sleeker, lighter, and it's USB-C rechargeable with auto on-off sensors. It's just 10 bucks more, and I can upgrade your order right away if you're in.
Hmm, yeah, send it over. But what about delivery? I have got a long ride this weekend and I kinda need it fast.
Absolutely. Weekend rides, they wait for no one. Now that you're all set to move forward, here's some good news. If we go ahead with the exchange in the next couple of hours, I'll prioritize your order so it ships out today with expedited delivery. Given your address at 22 Willow Lane, your gear should arrive by Friday. And in some
You're muted.
yes. All right. So I would love to highlight few of the things that are happening while this call is happening. One thing is that this is a real-time conversation, so you might have noticed there is no lag between the human and the AI agent interaction. And another thing which is very interesting is that which a lot of AIs fails to do is that it allows the other person to interrupt. It allows the people to start the conversation rather than talking over each other. This is a huge problem with AI. Uh, Another part is this AI has been given permission to certain database, certain informations, and all those things. So what I mean by that is when a user calls, it takes a look at the database and sees whether that user is an existing customer. If it is an existing customer, what are the recent purchases and all those things. And another part is it is able to do cross-selling and upselling. So the now customer is trying to return a product. So immediately trying to suggest what is the nearest possible product that is relevant to this customer and upselling it as well. And finally, returns and all those things are being processed as well. So that is something which is happening here. I would love to show one important part here, which is the sentimental analysis part that is happening here. So what I mean by sentimental analysis is that it tries to understand whether the person at the other end is receptive to the conversation. Is he angry? Is he sad? Is he frustrated or anything else? And based on that, it is doing slight adjustment in the conversations and decision making as well. So I'll share another part of the demo, which is a live demo where I'll be showing you what the sentimental analysis means in a real-time conversation. So I'll just click on start call. Hey, can you hear me?
Hey there, I can hear you. What would you like to talk about?
Yes, I'm not feeling well today. So can you help me, please?
I'm sorry to hear that. What symptoms are you experiencing? I'm
Uh,
here to help in any way I can.
I'm having a headache. Maybe I was traveling, so that could be the reason for that. Can you help?
It sounds uncomfortable. Sometimes headaches can happen after traveling due to
Wait,
changes in
wait, wait.
routine or
Tell me
stress.
what I should do rather than giving random answer.
Okay, got it. Well, here are some steps you can take to help relieve your headache. 1. Stay hydrated.
Please shut
Drink
up.
plenty of
I
water
don't
as
like your answers. You're making me more angry. Goodbye. Please shut up.
I'm sorry to hear that. How can I assist you better? I'm
sorry
If you choose to talk again later, I'm here to
Wait,
help.
wait. That's
Take
okay.
care.
Thank you for your time. I'm really happy with your service.
You're welcome. I'm glad to hear that you're happy with the service. Or if you have any more questions, or if there's anything else you'd like to
All right.
discuss, feel free to share.
Yes.
I'm here to help.
As you might have noticed, I tried various emotions while conversation and it tried to understand what is happening here. So initially excitement, interest, surprise. Then I started being a little bit distressed and disappointed. Then I started with showing some kind of anger. So it is where here it is those anger and distress. And based on that, it is reacting real time and tries to answer accordingly. So that is where real-time sentimental analysis comes into the picture and how it can be used in a, let's say in call center specific thing. One is training. So let's say there is a conversation between human and a customer. It can analyze how the conversation is moving and understanding the severity of the conversation and all, and can be used for training purpose as well, because it can understand the conversation and all, tonality and all. It can suggest that this is the better way to talk to and all those things. Another part is that if AI agent is conversing with a human and if it's a frustrated call by customer, it can figure out the best way to approach that customer and tries to, you can say, reduce the stress and intensity of the conversation by various ways that might we have predefined at the back end. So that is possible. And final part is obviously if there is an angry customer, let's move to the manager. That is also that can be done here. And that's how real-time sentimental analysis comes into the picture. The reason why people prefer to have this solution is that uh, the normal AI voice and solutions are very robotic in general, and they stick to certain scripts and certain ways to talk only. And it kind of is a giveaway for humans to say that, Are ye to robot hai. And they don't like to converse with robot and all. So what we have done is that we have defined when an AI should take a pause while conversing rather than giving an entire paragraph in an answer. It is taking small sentences, taking time to breathe. So that is something very important. Our AI can make a breathing noise at the back end so that it is more authentically human in general. And if you want, we can say that uh, the AI can add these fillers in between. What I mean by fillers in between is let me think, those kind of fillers as well, so that our goal is that it should be more human sounding than just being a robotic AI in place. So that way, the response from customer or people who are at the receiving end of the call or could be are more receptive in general. So that is there. Um, we have few more voice-based solutions, but any questions so far now?
No, I think this is good. The couple of things I have in terms of how scalable it is, what are the implementation challenges?
Praful, do you
Uh,
want to share the backend system as well?
Yes, I'm doing that. Yes.
Okay.
All right. So implementation wise,
So Ravi, this would answer a lot of questions associated with the scalability,
Okay.
the robustness of the system, features such as recording, transcripts, the analytics around it could also be implemented, voice,
yes.
how we can train them and all of it.
Yeah. So to put it simply, this is the enterprise level call center system that is here. What I mean by that is we can purchase numbers, we can connect various numbers across the world. It will have their own individual rate cards, and we can have various authentication. We can have IVR systems. We can connect entire PBX system and all those things. We can do call recordings, call forwarding, and all those things that you see in an existing call centers. Those systems are here in place. The interesting part here is the AI agent part. Let me just stop sharing and reshare again in case if it's not working. AI agent is not enabled. So I'll just show you the AI agent part here. Just a minute. I'm just refreshing it. It was stagnant for a few minutes. Reshare. That's right. All right, I'm sharing my screen one more time. Let me know if you're able to view it. What's up? Okay. Is my screen visible again?
Yeah, coming up.
I refreshed the page just for the issue. So like I mentioned that all the enterprise level voice-based solution that you might see in call centers, we have it all right here and all the integrations and all. The interesting part that we have added here is the AI agent part, which is where the knowledge base and the brain of AI works here. So I just created a quick AI agent here, and I'll just show you how it works at the backend. Simply naming the AI agent, connecting servers and all those things. Those are basic things. The model part is interesting. So there are n number of models that are there in the market. Could be from Google, could be from Grok, could be from Anthropic, Amazon. They have all their own AI models. So we have integrated all of them right here. And based on the user's preference, they can select which model they want. For my personal experience, Llama is really good. Others are also really good, but Llama is something which I personally prefer. I have given quick instructions to AI with a specific thing like ask the full name, purpose of the appointment, and all those things. And I was talking about phrases which are fillers. I have also mentioned that use well, and I mean all those kind of things so that the AI is more authentic in general. And let's go to transcriber. So based on the previous fields, the AI will follow these prompts and do the conversation that we defined right here. So we can add all kind of information right here. Transcriber is basically all the conversation has been translated to a text-based model. It could be Hindi, English, Marathi, and all those things. It can be translated into those language. Here is the voice part. So we have about 500 plus voices. So what I mean by voices, I'll just select this HTTS. And here you can see that we have a lot of languages from Afrikaans, Arabic, and all this thing. I'll just love to highlight English. We have Bengali and all Indian local languages, but I love to highlight some specific thing. So in English, we have Australian accent, Canadian accent, Hong Kong accent. If there is an Indian guy speaking in English, there is a different accent for that. We have all those things pre-built in here. And let's say that you're not happy with these sound. What we can do is we can record your voice, train that model and put it right here so that we can have a voice called Mr. Mundra, and that can be leveraged for your call center as well. So one of the recent implementation had this feature that they wanted 100 plus AI agents. Obviously, they were conversing the same thing, but they wanted that every time a person calls again, a different voice should be there so that they will assume that, oh, different person is connecting right now rather than same person calling again. So a lot of people are going very deeper level in terms of how they want to use leverage AI and all. And
so this is completely autonomous once the call come in, and what point it it might be getting escalated to a human, right? And
Yeah.
how many such bots a human is controlling typically in the given this kind of a implementations?
I didn't quite get your question. Can you repeat that?
So today there are 100 agents which are working for a company addressing all their, call volume.
Yes.
Now with this, how many humans would be required with this kind of a bot?
So here we need to take a decision that how many calls are happening as a volume, and what percentage of that call could be really severe in escalation. And based on that escalation, we define that these escalations, like there are 4
Understood.
conditions of escalation, these must be handled by human. In that case, we can put a ratio that, hey, if there are 1,000 calls which are being handled by agent, out of those 100 calls are something that human needs to handle it, then we can figure out a number of how it can be done. And based on this, AI can do the forwarding
So
of the
let's say
calls.
30, 50, 20 kind of ratio. 30 are simple, 50 are medium complexity, they are the regular calls, and 20 are escalated. So in that case, 30 could be handled directly by AI.
Yes, yes. And
And for
like I
that
said,
30, how many human supervisors would be needed?
correct. I will not commit what could be the exact ratio and all.
1 is to
It is
5, 1
something,
is to 4,
yeah.
just a kind of general understanding. I mean, I'm just trying to look at.
Yes,
So,
yes,
it
that is
gives a
true.
perspective for a leader that, okay,
Ravi
when I
bhai,
have a.
I'll give you a brief idea. So basically, this
Hmm,
is not about number of agents, but the calling minutes that the
okay,
center is handling. So if a complex case is there, agent might be engaged on the call for, let's say, 30 minutes. And for a normal
ah,
case, it would be resolved within 3 minutes. So for resolving cases of 3 minutes, AI could do it very easily.
oh, okay.
And yeah,
So
but
it brings
handling
in those
complex,
inbuilt efficiencies of leveraging AI.
yes,
Got it.
yes, absolutely. And the second part associated with it, you said how many AI agents could be channelized at the same time. So there are multiple ways in which it could be handled. So you can have simple AI bots catering to simple queries, but then you can have trained AI bots for handling technical questions and technical
Okay,
complexities. So you can have multiple AI bots handling multiple things, and you can divert the calls based on the requirement. There could be an IVR setup initially to understand customers' requirement, and then accordingly, a different bot could be invoked.
got it. So there is an increasing level of maturity for the increased deployment footprint, etc. Okay,
Absolutely. So training of
okay,
the bot and everything could be
understood.
very efficiently done. You need not invoke the APIs for all the bots. You might
So is it fair
need,
to say that the operating cost would come down on the human side of operational cost today after deploying it, let's say within a year's time?
of course, of course. So you can basically say the number of minutes that are needed. Now, as Praful said during the initial stage of the call, this is not just about incoming and outgoing call.
Fair,
Training has a very big role in the call centers or in technical
right.
domain. So how do you train? So there is a lot of fatigue and a lot of human efforts for training individuals. All of those could be
Okay,
bypassed or
got it.
reduced. I mean, the resources could be put at better utilization by these kind of latest technologies.
Understood. Fair enough. So I'll just go with the assumption that 50% in 1 year can be a approximation.
Yeah, yeah, that could be assumed.
Okay,
Okay. So
go ahead.
here in the advanced feature, you can see that there is a built-in functions where search knowledge base is something there and hang up call. We can add more functions here as per our preference by programming it accordingly. Knowledge base means that we can have our own existing business knowledge as a document or website, which can be used automatically and trained. So if there is a very specific query, AI could figure out via this knowledge base and answer accordingly. Could be, let's say, business policy, compliance, or anything like that. And we can have any other tools if we try to build. Let's say that we want to check a tool which actually checks the database for transactions happening in last 2 days. So we need to create a program or tools, that kind of thing, and we can give permission that, hey, this AI agent has access to this particular tool only, and it will respond via those tools. So the reason being that we can have 10 AI agents with 10 different roles. One could be senior manager, one could be just the help desk kind of guy and all those things. So based on things, it can redirect between the agents as well. So that is also possible. Guardrails is very important because ultimately we are talking with humans. So violent crimes, non-violent crimes, all those things, we have this guardrail so that AI could handle all kind of conversations like this. And another part is we need to ensure that AI doesn't say anything which is not okay with the business in general. So those are things
So
where
there
we
are
can talk about
good.
guardrails.
I am very happy to see that because it does address the ethical AI and responsible AI part of it. However,
Correct.
one quick question: these filters are you embedded in it? So there are additional filters if it is required, they can be created or can get plugged in. Do you depend on some third party filters for the ethical AI?
So we are huge advocate of open source. So there are a lot of things that we integrate, but if there is something custom we need to build, we do provide custom training. So that is also possible.
Okay,
So that is there.
perfect.
So one important use case for guardrails is that, let's say there are a lot of sensitive information, like can you please
Understood.
confirm email ID and all those things. So AI will not divulge email ID, phone number, and all those things, even if
Correct.
it verifies those questions and all. So that is where it comes up.
So this is the
Another
way
interesting, yeah,
the responsible AI is built here. Okay, with the guardrails.
correct.
What are the other
Yes,
filters like in terms of the hallucination or something? Is there
yes. For
giving the false
hallucination,
information or not giving the false information?
yeah, that is already pre-trained. Sachin sir is a subject matter expert in how
Okay,
to make sure that
So,
hallucination doesn't happen.
fair.
Ravi bhai, if you see, there is an option. Praful, can you share the option of knowledge base for the AI
Yes,
agent?
correct. Here is a knowledge base where,
So, Ravi bhai, over there, if you see, we have these system in place where we can upload the AI with the knowledge associated with the organization. It could be in the form of PDFs, documents. It could be in the form of text. And then AI would be, so there is also a parameter of tolerance level, like how much it could deviate from the
Mhm.
provided knowledge base.
yes,
Okay,
so that is there. Here you can see this is the tolerance level that we want to add as a temperature. And if we want to keep it as one, it can be, it can go as freely as it wants to be, or if we can take a lower number, then it is sticks to whatever information is there in the word.
that's good.
And
Very good.
and these are minor adjustments that we create for the voice, like you need to listen first. It depends on outgoing call, incoming call, it will wait for listening and all. Is a complete word on interrupt, if somebody is interrupting, should he complete the sentence or wait for just shut up right away, that kind of thing. So these are minor adjustments that we do
Understood.
so that audio is more authentic when it comes to AI.
Mhm.
Office background volume is something which people like to have rather than having noise free thing. So it is not a, it's just an ambience thing where background noise is there. So this is in general how it works. And there is an upcoming feature that we are adding right here, which is a task where we can create some other functionalities right here within this system where we can build certain logic. And if we click on this, we can connect additional AI models and do certain specific tasks and all those things. So for example, the conversation with the AI is complex in nature
Mhm.
and we can have different workflow. Let's say step one is to verify the phone number. Step two would be to book an appointment. Then we can have these steps defined, and based on those, we can make sure that AI follows certain steps, and we can create some edge cases as well. What if this edge case happens? What should be the done and all those things. So this is
Excellent.
still in development.
Excellent. So this
Uh,
can be built and you can add the layers, multiple layers as
Correct.
required for the complexities. The other
Yes.
parallel question I have is like you showed me the demo of a product return, for example, or a replacement. Now that's totally different when it compared to the any kind of a healthcare bot, or let's say employee health record management system or revenue cycle management systems,
Yes.
wherein the call center agent has to provide a very specific information back and forth and get to that revenue management approach. Can that
Correct.
also be done in this?
Uh, what we do is that a lot of time we take this system to call certain functions and systems. So what it means is,
Understood.
rather than building everything right here in this system, we just bank upon your existing CRM and all those system where we connect with you and say that, hey, when we call this certain function, please respond
Perfect.
with certain information. So
Correct, because there is an ongoing current business which has the entire, business approach and the flow and, all of that. So you
yes,
take that into account and then build the agentic AI on the top of it.
because it's really
Got
difficult
it.
for any business
Of
to
course.
shift to this system as well. So that's
Of
why
course.
we, rather than building everything right here, connection is better preferred and
So
all.
you have built to showcase the demo, that particular, product written,
Yes, correct, correct.
but that can be built for any industry or any domain.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
So
Got it.
thank you. There are a lot of technical jargons right here, which is more related to calling. I will not go into those, but basically everything which you want specific to, let's say, call center and IVR, if you want to make bulk call out as a outbound or inbound, it can be handled right here. Let's say that if you don't want to use AI agent, the system works as well without the AI agent as well. So that is in brief, which I wanted to guide here.
Excellent.
All right.
Good.
So
Sachin,
this is
any other points you would like to bring up? And
Yeah, there's one point though that I wanted to share. This is a off-the-shelf product that you see, which requires minimum customization, which requires integration with the existing system, and it could be rolled out pretty easily. There is one feature which is required by healthcare experts where they don't want telephonic conversation.
Mhm.
They want a web agent where they click a button and talk to the doctor with his voice. So they want a human AI. So
Mhm.
it's a video call which has got human face and the same voice, like what you saw.
Okay, got it.
Praful was having a conversation with the AI agent, and it was a sentimental analysis. So similarly, it would have a face, it would have the voice, and it would have the expression of the same person who represent that entity, be it doctor,
Okay.
be it lawyer. Lawyer would be a little bit complex journey though, but dentist,
Mhm.
it is very easy. Real estate, it is very easy to do. So that is another dimension of this calling
Great,
journey.
great, understood. So last question, and then we can, let you go. Give me one or two example of your deployments, maybe the names and whatever you want to share.
You can hello,
Yes, yes. Any one of your deployments.
Praful, you can share what we are doing for sleep and what we are doing for the dentist.
yes, yes. So we can, do you want contact details or what exactly is
No, no, just
relevant?
explain it on the call here now, like,
All right.
what.
Yes. So one is our latest Android AR-based voice-based solution as an AI agent. So what it was is there is a problem statement in the dentist domain where in US they need to claim insurance and all those things. So
Okay.
dentist is need to hire an assistant who works as a steno where they have
Mhm.
a printed map of all the teeth up and down, and dentist dictates that, hey, I'm doing this procedure on this tooth. They have a convention of saying that number one, number two, and all those things up and down, that kind of thing. So the assistant's job is to take note of everything while the procedure is happening real time, so that later on they can upload this into a system so that insurance could be claimed and all those things. So what it means is dentist needs to hire a person full time whenever any procedure is happening. He need to have it, and it needs to plus he needs to hire another assistant, because while the other person is doing this note taking and all those things, if somebody calls for appointment and all those things,
Wow.
he need to hire another person. So amount of expense that is happening is a lot. So a solution for that is that we are providing an AR glass, which is by Google AR glass. And what it does is we are transcribing real time while taking pictures of the teeth and procedure, so that whatever doctor is saying, we are able to mark this on a chart on if there is a front teeth, where there is issue, there is a plaque issue and everything. it has been marked right there on the chart and all those things. And later on, it is transcribed and processes so that it can be sent to insurance company within with a proof that here is the screenshot or picture and video if needed for all those things. Because claiming insurance is another challenge, which is a problem statement for them because insurance a lot of time denies the service. So this is solves a huge problem for dentist where insurance claiming and this additional expense can be reduced.
So what you just described is much more complex than the traditional procedural like workflow, correct?
Correct. It
Okay.
requires a lot of
In
training.
fact,
Yeah.
Yes,
so
sir.
in fact,
Go ahead,
Ravi
sir.
bhai, over here, it is not just about taking the videos, images, uh, mapping them onto a layout, and then converting it into a documentation, which could then be used for insurances and all of it. But as Praful shared, there are two characters in this journey. One is the person who is with the surgeon, and another one who is taking the calls outside for reception.
Mhm.
Specifically in dental domain, you have a lot of activities.
Got it.
It is a daycare service. So all the patients go back home, but they cannot eat because the surgery has happened in the mouth. The surgery has happened, so they have to do something as a precaution the prior night. So all of this information needs to be told via someone to the patient. So this is done through an AI agent, and it is not a single sitting. So you need to go through multiple sitting of this activity happening over a duration of 6 months to 1 year. So there is a lot of follow-up and a lot of activities that needs to be done, which is done by the AI agent.
Excellent. So this is the deployment which you have already done it successfully for.
No, it is something that is happening right now. It is in process.
Okay.
We are in process of. So the only challenge that is waiting is Google is yet to release the glasses, but they have released the SDK.
Okay.
And we have almost developed the solution.
And fair enough. So this is what you're trying to address is much more complex than probably the typical requirement of my GCC friends here. But coming back to the traditional call center requirements, you are able to provide any kind of implementation that you have done for someone.
So this is something that we have done for a London-based company,
Okay.
which is a health clinic for sleep diagnosis.
Okay.
It is a research center, and it also runs clinics at the university levels for how do I say, for curing or for helping patients with sleep anxieties. So that is a UK-based company for which we have done the work.
Very good. Excellent. So I'm very happy to see this, and potentially for some of the GCC's requirement is scale, and complexity is probably medium complexity, I would say, not so much complex. So I hope you are able to kind of then take care of it once we start engaging on the real work.
Absolutely. Yes.
Hey, thank you so much for the hard work and the excellent work you guys are doing. We will look forward to the many implementation now.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, sir.
Excellent. Okay, Sachin. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
You can share me the link. Thank you.
Yes, I'll share the links post this call. Okay.
We'll share the recording as well. Ravi bhai, you want the recording which is directly, or you want it to be edited and then shared?
सर गेले वाटतं ते हॅलो
आता गेले का सगळे?
हा गेले मी देतो करून रेकॉर्डिंग पाठवून
रेकॉर्डिंग पाठवून देणं.
येस
ओके.